So let's talk about where Whis and Vados got their staves, and I guess all the angels of Dragon Ball Super in a way. And this was kind of gave me the idea of this from a comment I saw a few weeks back, and I tried, I could not find it again. And I've seen a couple other people mention similar ideas. So I'm going to talk about this today, and I'm pretty confident in this answer. The staves of the angels are handed down by the Grand Priest, whether that is something that he has owned or he has created from his own power. And I'm going off the notion that all of the angels are descendants of the Grand Priest. While not explicitly stated, I feel as if Vados and Whis are brother and sister and descendant from the Grand Priest. I would imagine all angels are as well. And maybe this answer doesn't come as a huge shock, but I have reasons for it and maybe a little bit more detail and insight. I mean, number one, where are they going to get those staves if they are a descendant of the Grand Priest? You know, I don't think that the angels themselves created the staves. And one of the things that really jumps out to me is that the things we see the angels do with their staves, you know, Whis and Vados, things like projecting things from the past, with Whis projecting the fight between Goku and Frieza. We see Vados creating the tournament stage for Universe 6 versus 7 with the power of her staff. And these are things that we really similarly see with the Grand Priest, but things that he does not do with a staff, but with his own hands. We see hand motions to create the whole stadium and tournament for the Tournament of Power. We see he can project things out of his hands when he was demonstrating what the rules are going to be for the Tournament of Power. And one of the things I find interesting and that I think is a very plausible thing is that the staves are extensions of the Grand Priest's power in a way, but they are given to the angels and are extremely limited in what they can do, at least in comparison to what the Grand Priest himself can accomplish. One of the things I like to look at is we know that Whis is the fastest being in Universe 7 and as well the strongest, and he can go from Beerus's planet to Earth in about the time of an anime episode, of course, 23-24 minutes. One of the things about the Grand Priest that he can do is he can warp. He can create portals that bring him from place to place, essentially. And that's something that Whis can't really do, and we haven't seen Vados been able to do as well. One thing I've always looked at is that Whis can obviously turn back time 3 minutes, but I would assume all of the angels probably possess this power, especially if what I'm talking about here is true. And if it is true and it is a limiter on the Grand Priest's actual power, maybe he can turn back and do over indefinitely, so he can turn back time as long as he wants. So I feel like for me, without a doubt, it definitely would have to come these staves from the power of the Grand Priest and something that he had handed down to his children potentially. It's just there's too many similarities, and I know they're all angels, but the fact that the Grand Priest, even though he is much more powerful than all of them, the fact that he uses these things with his hands, all these powers that the other angels can do, but he uses them with his hands, I feel like to a greater strength and degree. I just feel like it is definitely something that he has handed down to the other angels and Vados and Whis, obviously. I'm not really sure if it's something we're actually going to learn about in this series. Maybe it's something we'll hear in an interview, but those are my thoughts. Let me know if you guys agree or disagree down below. But other than that, hopefully you did enjoy the video. Thanks for watching, and of course, I'll catch you guys later.